We're going in a hole. Hang on.
Okay.
That's okay. We're in a hole. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. That was a lot quicker than I thought it was. We are cooking up some bird's eye. Looks pretty good so far. Should be a few minutes before this is really good. We can't go with chains. We gotta just drag her up the hill. We'll worry about chains later. We call this a CTC, which stands for cargo trailer conversion, or cargo trailer camper, or cargo trailer crap, whatever you want to call it. It has all kinds of names. In case you're wondering what 4-week-old poop looks like after it's been chemically treated, and there's your answer. A mom to 17 children, I would have thought you might have had like 30 of those cards.
Oh, this is just for 2 days?
Kind of like a vacation, you know, you work a little, you play a little, you know.
The community.
Yeah, the community, people talk, people communicate, they pick up packages. That when they do town runs, people are always talking about that.
Yeah.
So it's an incredible mix, and that's very important when you're taking on a life project such as this. Now, you never park anyone out here, right? I've never seen any.
Yeah, so this is usually solar. So if people that come in that already set
Of
up for
course.
solar, yep. So they'll go out here because that's where you get the most stuff.
Yes, of course. It is where I should be. I'll be right here. I don't need to be because I'm plugged in, but yeah, this would be. That's why the other bus that was here was parked right
Yes,
there.
Yep.
Okay.
Beans. Yep. That's why they parked right there.
Okay. All right. And there's
Maximum sun exposure.
no electrical hookups out there at all.
No, not over there. There is water.
Okay.
Over there, but it's strictly solar.
What are the posts sticking on the ground?
So those are sprinklers.
Oh, okay.
So that used to be kind of a garden area.
Okay.
Still kind of is. You see a little bit of garden in the raised bed.
Yep.
And then we have some plum trees along the fence line.
Okay. All right. And these came out of a bus that was here, right? I mean,
Yeah.
so that's just another example of repurposing the material.
Exactly.
So this is where the wood ends up. This is why I don't ever see any wood in my barrel. It's going over here.
Yeah, you only see the shop scraps. These are all the scraps from over here.
All right, let's take a walk down and.
Well, you can see over here to the right. So this is basically, there'll usually be about 4 buses that will line up.
Oh yeah, I see the spots.
So
Because we just had Bridget leave.
Yeah.
She was here for a while, and then there was another one parked here for a while. Your bus, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you put it over there.
Yep.
Yeah, and then that one's gone. But you can see the shadows where they were parked.
Yep. So that's where the main spots are right here. So there's power back there, water.
So it's not common to tuck them back in here?
It is, yes.
Okay.
It's just, this is 4 spots basically.
Right. All right. And now tell us about the cabins. I know obviously they're occupied, but tell us about you were.
Yeah, so we rent those out to
Okay.
DIYers as well, because a lot of times, like I said, they just come with a bus. It's gutted. They have nowhere to stay.
Yep.
So we rent that out. We rent out the camper.
Okay.
And there's another little cabin over there.
Okay.
That we rent out as well.
Okay. And then some people set up like little outdoor pens, garages for storage.
Also, behind this cabin, we have an outdoor shower that is a community shower.
Yeah, I heard about that in the rules, but I'd never seen it because I never had no use for it because I just shower in the house or.
Yeah, right now it's a little chilly to shower out here, but hey, some people like it.
Yeah. All right, let's walk down in here and. So the trees stay the same year round? You guys don't really get a fall here per se, right?
The ones that are brown, those are hickory trees.
Okay.
So they lose their leaves.
Okay.
These white oaks will lose their leaves.
Okay, and then you got the hanging, the traditional Georgia moss.
Yeah,
I don't
Spanish
know.
moss.
Is that what? Yeah, the Spanish moss. So, and you'll have people, single people, older people, younger people with kids.
Yep, some people with
so
kids.
you have all walks of life that will roll through here.
Yeah.
So, and it goes way down. So you have another entrance down there. I see.
Yep. So there's an entrance here.
Okay. And so
basically, so this is a spot here. So this is one family that has this Airstream.
Okay.
And they have a bandhole bus that they're doing.
Yes, that's Brad. He was doing the floor.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh God, you guys can see. I don't know their Instagrams of the buses that are here off the top of my head. I can see them in my head, but I can't recite them perfectly. And then you got another one going on over here.
Yep.
There's more construction going on over here.
So we have power and water right here.
Okay.
Power and water for this site.
Over here, okay, on this one. And then, what does it say? Home is where we park it. Look at this, they got a little sign there. That's so cool. That is so cool. I never even seen that. I guess I just never noticed that. Maybe they put it up recently. And another build over here that's being undertaken.
We have another spot here that has power and water.
Okay, well there's one. Our Bus Olive. That one I can tell you about.
Yeah.
Says it right on the side of the bus. And then, so what is it, about 3 acres? I think you said? Yep, 3 acres. Yep. Okay.
And then there's also another spot over here that doesn't have a bus that has power.
Okay.
Water as well.
Okay. Is that the one you were telling me about the lines, right? You said something about running a line.
Yeah, that's where we're going to run.
That's the project we're going to, okay. Yeah. And there's always something going on at the Homestead community. You're not probably going to show up here and have it be like a ghost town. Like there'll be movement of some sort.
There's always somebody here.
One bus finishes, another one comes in.
Yeah.
And you're at SkoolieHomesteadCommunity.com, correct?
Yes.
So all we got to do is go there and then you request to stay?
Yep, you request to stay, it'll send us a notification, then we'll contact you and discuss you coming in and building with us.
Yeah, and then like you said, I don't know if you're gonna change your rate or not, your labor rate, but it's like what, 50 an hour or something?
Yeah, currently it's 50 an hour for the shop rate. Yeah.
And Brett, just so you guys know, that's a shop rate. That's not Brett like doing one thing. That's Brett doing whatever you need to be done.
Yeah, I mean, I can do anything from welding, construction.
So you might have a project where you have an idea of how you want it done, but you're not sure you can actually complete it. You may be able to get to a certain point, and then you might have to say, hey, Brett, can I get you for a couple hours to get me over this hump?
Yeah.
Or maybe, like maybe with Michelle, like you just want him to take care of it.
Right.
And he can do that. And then like Sandy here is a great example of a like basically hands off. The owners left it with Brett and gave him a list and said, this is what we want done. Do it the way you think it should be done. Mm-hmm. So, and Brett probably likes those the best because it gives you the. This one is too. Yeah. So this is a whole nother. Have you been working in this one, or did we?
Yes, I haven't worked on it in about a month.
Oh, well, maybe those cages were in there when we went in the last time. I don't remember. See, there's so many buses, but
this is one I've worked on for about a month.
Oh wow! Look at this. So this is all your work?
Yes.
You did this?
Yeah, so this is a typical zipper couch. Of course, it pulls out. And then it lifts up as well to access them.
And all this was built by hand?
Yes.
Same with all the cabinetry?
Yep.
And the tanks, the bed frame. And did you do this?
So I took down the ceiling.
Yeah.
Took down the insulation and then re-insulated it.
And this is Havelock wool. Shouldn't touch that.
And then put the ceilings back up.
So this will provide more warmth now?
Yes.
Way more than... Yes. So it's really hard to insulate buses because the walls are so...
Yeah, and you always get heat transfer.
Oh, and the cold must come through those like crazy. So, and this project will be... When you do projects, you're not on you're on your timeline, or how's that work?
Well, it depends a lot. Basically they do have a deadline.
Okay.
But it just fluctuates depending on the customer and when they want it done.
Okay. So there isn't much to the front of them when you really look at them.
No, well, this is an old 89.
Wow.
So it's all mechanical.
It was built here. North Georgia, Lafayette, Georgia, wherever that is. Wow.
Bluebirds are still built in Georgia.
The newer ones.
Yeah.
So.
At least one of their plants is in Georgia.
Okay. That's really crazy cool. So this is kind of some of the work that you're, able to do.
Right.
And right now, what we'll do is we'll show. I'm going to show you guys on scene some. This is kind of some of the stuff that happens in the shop. You see some sawing. You see some. There's some measuring. You got some. Looks like putting cabinets together there. Hammering, gluing. So all that takes place. So you could have a day where you could have those shots I just showed you guys. You could have a day where. It could be, I think Renee said, wow, full house in here when she came in.
Right.
It could be a lot of people, and then it could be a day when only one person uses the tools. It's going to be a day when no one goes in the shop. Saturdays and Sundays are kind of Brett's chill days, so he'll kind of... he's around, he's here, but it's not... I think you don't really work on the buses during... or catch-up work, or whatever you feel like. Yeah. You got your own projects as well. So tell us about your bus. I'm curious. I mean, after all, it started because you have love of buses, so...
Yeah. It's just 2002 40-foot Bluebird.
Okay.
Unfortunately, on the last trip, she did break down.
Okay.
And so she currently needs to be rebuilt.
And your bus is named Bean?
Bean, yeah. Bean the Bus. And we're on Instagram as Bean the Bus.
Oh, you are? You do have an Instagram? Okay, cool. Yeah. Bean the Bus. All right. And so she had a failure, a mechanical failure?
Yeah.
And you guys had
dropped the exhaust valve, broke off.
I know all about that, yeah.
Bouncing around in the engine.
So this is kind of like your area of the place.
This is our little area, which of course everybody's welcome to come over as well.
Mm-hmm.
Our bus is always open.
Oh yes, I spent time at Brett's bus. We're not going to get into that. I don't remember all of it, but it's very chill in there. Yeah. And then you got the Zen garden over here.
Yeah, we call it a little Zen zone.
Do you decide what you're going to do with the stove?
Yeah, it's going to go right there, just through the ceiling.
So you are going to go through the ceiling?
Yeah,
okay.
Got a good part.
Little Zen garden through here. Good little water. That would make me have to go to the bathroom if I listen to that too much. So another solar panel.
Yeah, another solar
They're
panel.
everywhere.
Solar panels all over this place. And
and you don't know if
parts.
You don't know if you're going to actually bring Bean back to life, huh?
Not really. I'm kind of debating on if I should or not.
Okay. All right.
Our next project is actually going to be a camper in the back of my truck.
Yes, we talked about that. I still got to find you the photo that Brad sent me. I got to try to find that, or maybe he showed it to me on his phone. But talk to me a little bit about in your experience with Skoolie community. Have you noticed? I noticed that there's like almost you almost got like a sectional, niche is the wrong word, clique is the wrong word, but like you have the van lifers, you have the Skoolies, and you have the tiny houses. Mm-hmm. You don't see them blending. And that's why I wanted to do this video, because when I came here with my trailer, I thought, well, all these school buses, they're gonna push me in the corner and like throw tomatoes at me, but it didn't happen. And so, but a lot of people out there, especially the tiny home / trailer conversion people, they have this mentality that the Skoolies are these like I don't know, privilege is not the word, but exclusive group because they're school buses.
And we're definitely not. We definitely welcome every conversion. We actually have a gathering every year that we go to in Florida called Skoolie Swarm, and there's always vans, conversion trailers.
Now, is that the one I showed you with the aerial shot on the lake?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay, that is the one. Okay. I met someone that went to that. So, but yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. And you'll have tiny homes or not?
Yeah, well, as far as like trailers.
Yeah, conversions. Tiny home, we call them tows, tiny home on wheels.
Yes.
Essentially. Okay. And the van lifers, everyone just kind of meshes.
Yeah, everybody meshes. I mean, we're all like-minded.
Yeah, and that's
just a different vessel.
That's another reason why I have trouble even thinking about leaving. Is because I spent a lot of time in big, I'll go into big cities, and you see the hustle and bustle. You see the guy running for his money. You see the car pools, the traffic lanes, and it's just like, and you come here, and nobody here has that mentality. No, nobody. So, to quote Dean, who you guys hear about a lot on my videos, and I think we actually have some videos with Dean. Yeah, further back in Texas, he says, "You guys are my kind of people." So, and you find your kind of people, and you don't want to detach from them. And it's not just here, because there's a whole list of communities that are homesteads, or as you say. Why call it homestead? Why not? What was the reason for that specific name?
Well, homestead is basically just a property that is self-sustaining.
Okay.
So that's basically what we wanted to create here, is just a self-sustaining property where everybody helps out, and it just
okay. All right. And year round? Everything's open year round?
Yep, year round.
So,
we're open year round.
Okay. And you guys, now that the bus is broken down, you guys don't, I mean, you were telling me sometimes you go away.
Yeah, we do travel. We do still plan on traveling. We
Sure.
travel usually about 2 times a year.
Okay.
For a month or 2.
Okay.
Each time. And the homestead is still open during that time.
Okay. And I think you said just no one comes in, right, at that time? Or you were telling me something about...
Yeah, we just don't really have new people coming in.
Right.
During...
So the people who are established on the property continue to do their bills, continue to work. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Let's see if we've missed anything. Well, pretty much. And you said something about a waiting list. To me, I think, right?
Yeah, well...
Does that happen? Or?
Oh, yeah, it definitely happens.
Okay.
Since, we are limited to only having 6 sites, so there's generally 3 to 4 month lead time.
Of course. Yes, that would make sense. Yeah. See, I met Brett through Facebook, through one of the Skoolie groups when Brutus, and that's another video, Brutus decided to drop his transmission on the way to Florida. So I ended up meeting him, and he was trying to get me help when I was in Alabama, and then I was headed to another place about an hour north of here, and I couldn't get a hold of the guy, and I didn't want to just show up on his property, so that was me and Brett talked, and then I think we kind of went away from the conversation. Then he came back and said, well, hey, why don't you come here if you're only going to be a week? That was like 3 weeks ago. So,
that happens a lot. A lot of people say they're going to be here a week or 2.
But fortunately, I'm in a position where it's not causing Brett and Renee any stress by being in that spot, and I'm out of the way, and some people probably don't even know I'm here anymore. So I know several people ask me, oh, you're still here? Yeah. Like they'll see me on the couch like, you're still here? I thought you left. I'm like, no, I'm still here.
Hiding over there behind the shop.
just planning a crazy project. Yeah. So, and I'll get to you when the video's over. I'll get to you a little bit more on that, because Zach was actually making comments about it last night on the Facebook. Yeah. So, all right, I think that's about it. In another episode, I mentioned it to the Skoolie people. I want to introduce you to different people that are actually here building, and some may want to do that, some may not, so we may not do an episode. We'll play that by ear. It's not a big deal, but we're waiting for the rain to actually go away to do these episodes, because Mother Nature does. It may be warm here. Warm is a relative word. Last night it was, I think, 38 degrees last night when I went to bed. 38 when I went to bed at about 1. Well, I'm fine. I got 80 degrees. I'm warm up in that tent. So, and that pod that we're going to build, that's going to be that's like smaller, so it should be warmer too.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be probably a hot box up there.
Yeah.
So we'll play that by ear. Hi, Michelle. We'll play that by ear, and I can't believe the whole time we did this, Tiki didn't go off. There's a dog here, Michelle's dog Tiki. He's very neurotic is the best word for it.
He's a little high.
It's not like Luna. Luna just chill.
Just chill.
Yeah, she's just chill. So, and every so often I'll mention it. You guys will hear gunshots. This is Georgia.
It's Georgia. It's
country. It's country. You'll hear them, but so far, to my knowledge, I've never seen any bullets go whizzing by.
No, knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. They're pointed another way. So you won't. If you happen to be like, oh. I guess Luna takes off when the gunshots go off. So
she doesn't like them very well now.
Yeah, so
she usually runs into the bus.
Yeah, well, she runs away from me when I challenge her. So, but how old is Luna? 7. Look, she knows we're talking about her.
We adopted her when she was about 3.
Okay, but not from Seeger, right?
No. She was actually a customer of ours.
Okay.
Back at in Largo, Florida.
Okay. All right. Well, Brett, I appreciate the time going over all this. And guys, please, if you have if you have a bus or tiny home or a conversion or a van, and you need a place to build, a place where you be safe, a place where you can get help if you need it, advice, and I mean, Brett will teach you those skills. Like, I'm going to, a little while here, I'm going to learn to build aluminum.
Yeah.
Like, I've never even dreamed that I would be a welder. And I'm certain it won't be something that I want to be showing people, but we'll do our best to make it work. So, but that's pretty much it for this episode. And like I said, Brett, thank you very much for talking with us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And we'll try to send some people your way on a slow basis. Don't overrun, Brett, okay? All you 30 people that will watch this, don't come here all at once. And you'll give me a call and say, Jay, why is there 60 school buses lined up down the road? I don't know nothing about that. So, no, I think we're safe from that. So I'm definitely not nowhere near an internet celebrity. I don't want to be. So all right. Well, thank you, Brett, for showing us the community. And if you guys need a place to build, I recommend. Yeah, if you can get. I mean, buses come from all over, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a bus came from California.
I was gonna say, I think Alex and April's bus came from Los Angeles because there was a picture of it, and it looks like it says Los Angeles Unified School District, but it's spray painted over.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why they spray paint buses, right? I think you told me about.
Well, yellow. A lot of states don't allow yellow.
No, I mean you'll see these buses with the word school bus spray painted.
Right, and that's because it's a school bus, and you can't drive a school bus, so it has to not look like a school bus.
So
they spray paint those words out.
So just by spray painting the words, they can drive down the highway with it.
Right.
Really? Wow, it's that simple. What about registrations on school buses and tiny homes and everything?
That varies state to state.
Okay.
Some states are easier than others.
Okay. I know I've heard Vermont has like a loophole.
Yeah, Vermont has a loophole. There's, that's a gray area. There's, a couple issues with insurance.
Yeah.
When you go that route, but it definitely could get you retitled, and then you could bring it back to your home state and register it in your home state easier.
All right. Well, we got a nice blue sky day today, so
beautiful day.
All right. Well, guys, if you are looking for a place to build, come check out the Skoolie Homestead community. I know Brett was talking to me about rewording the site a little bit so it seems more friendly to all the
to everybody.
Yeah, to everybody, and I'm going to try to help him with that as well. So, all right, guys, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Tiny Wonderland. Bye now.